What is up, guys, and welcome back to episode number 5 now of the My Player Career Mode here on YouTube. And in today's episode, I have a couple of good games for you. We also managed to change our fortunes round in terms of front in goal. As you can see, from the last few episodes, we haven't been brilliant. We've only scored, I think, 2 goals all season long here at MK Dons. We were injured for a part of it as well, so that's sort of why we have only managed 2 goals so far during our career here at MK Dons. We were injured for a little bit of it, which you have seen in the previous episode. But we did look to bounce back from that and try and get ourselves those 16 goals that they were looking at the start of the season. It's since obviously been decreased with the fact that we got injured. I think they now only want us to hit 13 goals, but I would still like to hit the 16 goals. I would still like to have thought that I'd get a goal every other game here at MK Dons in League 1. If we are serious about wanting to be in the England side in a couple of years' time, we're going to have to put in a good performance here at MK Dons on loan, go back to Hull City, who hopefully will be still in the Premier League, and show off what we're capable of in the Premier League as well. As always, to mention, I've stopped using the training system. Now we are 75 overall. I just feel like it would be unfair for me to use it. Seeing as I was still League 1, I decided that 75 overall is the sort of the highest point in which it's sort of getting a bit silly if we're any higher than that. So stopped using the training, so unfortunately you won't be seeing that any other time until we go back from our loan spell here at MK Dons to our parent club, which is obviously Hull City. As you can see, the 2 sides that were named, if it means anything to you guys, it doesn't really mean that much to me because I don't watch too much lower league football. In all honesty, I probably should. I tend to just look in at the Leeds results and the York, York, I used to look at York results, but now they're in the conference, I'm not so bothered about it nowadays. So I only tend to really look at Leeds United, so I probably should watch more of the lower league football, and it's probably a little bit of a thing of mine that I just don't do it. But 5 minutes into this one, we managed to steal the ball, managed to get a throw-in the end, though, as we were tackled down this right-hand side, but it's nice work from us to win the ball back. Ask for the throw-in inside, get the throw-in played inside, as we give it into, I do believe it's Bodwich. He gives it back, one more to us in the middle with our weaker right foot. We simply slot that one home. Very lucky that that didn't go wide, because you see my right foot in the past, it's been absolutely atrocious, my weak foot. I've hit shots and it's just gone completely wide. Thankfully, though, there, we managed to put that one into the top corner. And 7 minutes into this game, after I was injured, I was just wanting to come back and put in a good performance and put in good performances and get some goals on the board. That's exactly what I wanted to do, and I managed to do it here 7 minutes into this one. Firing that one into the top corner, saying thank you very much to Bodwich as he set us up for that goal, the number 13 wearing shirt. Obviously, I would like to have been 14, but unfortunately, someone at MK Dons has already got that shirt, which is a bit disappointing, really. But nevertheless, 7 minutes into this game, we found ourselves a goal up, and it was my 3rd one in League 1, so we've hit 3 goals here on loan at MK Dons. I think we played about, about 11, 12 games already, so that's not that great in terms of goal scoring form. But 44 minutes into the game, a nice bit of work from me and my team, passing it around, sent myself through. Left foot, stronger foot this time. The keeper comes out, but we simply slot that one past him into the bottom corner. And on the stroke of our time, we found ourselves 2-0 up, and we were cruising in the game. It was very nice to see as well the way that my team are now beginning to pass the ball a little bit better. We've struggled in recent weeks and in recent games trying to pass the ball, and great chance have sort of had to result in me getting it deep and trying to run at the defence. But this time around, it was nice little 1-touch passing and 2-touch passing. We found ourselves into a very good position, which in all honesty, I was expecting to miss that one, as we've been quite bad in front of goal. I've hit it sometimes straight at the goalkeeper, sometimes I put it wide from there. But thankfully, we've had 2 shots in this game, and we've found ourselves the back of the net twice in this one as we do our little celebration that we're going to be seeing quite a lot during this series with a little dance with the rest of my teammates there. So that buzz onto the 4th goal in League 1, meaning we've hit 4 goals now. Not only did we start the episode up on 2, so we've gone up by, we've doubled our goal tally really in League 1, which is nice to see here in this episode. It's only taken us 1 game as well into this one. And as you can see, I'll show you the match stats at half-time. We actually had 3 shots, 2 of those were on target, and we scored both of these shots we've had on target, which is very, very nice to see. I didn't show you the other chance in that one with the 3rd shot because it went extremely high and wide, so I decided it was fairly pointless to me to do that. 59 minutes into the game, we steal the ball back here inside Peterborough's box. Tried to put the cross into, I think it was Bodwich, who was in the middle, but it's the worst attempt at a header I've ever seen in my life, and he ends up not even getting anywhere near the ball. Into the 60-something minute now of this game as we're brought down in the penalty area. Ran down the left-hand side, got the ball played into the channel, ran at the defence, tried to put the ball back across the face of goal. We win ourselves a penalty. I was thinking to myself, please let me be taking this, because if we take this, this is our first chance we've had at hitting a hat-trick this series so far. And I was thinking to myself, come on, please do not miss this penalty. If you haven't already seen my Leeds United career modes, you will know my penalties are not my strong point this year in FIFA. So, we managed to get the penalty given to us as we take the strike on, but it's finally saved by the goalkeeper. The one shot I didn't want him to save was from the spot, and he saved it, which is very, very frustrating, I have to say. Great penalty, in all honesty. I was thinking that's a great, well-hit penalty, but it's a wonderful save as well by the goalkeeper. I'll show you a little cinematic here, as you can see there. That's very nice to see that they've actually managed to add this in here, so kudos to them again. 3 shots, 3 on target. You can see the one that we've missed was that penalty, so it's very nice to see that cinematic added. It added a little bit something fresh to the to the game as well. So it's very, very interesting to see what they've done there. As I did make way here in the 90th minute, we were brought off, made a substitution, came off to a standing ovation from the fans, and rightly so after hitting 2 goals. It's a shame I couldn't get my hat-trick when I missed the penalty kick, the spot kick from literally... I couldn't believe it when the keeper saved it. I was thinking, I don't know which way to go. That's been my biggest problem so far in this FIFA. I second-guess myself way too much with the new penalty system. I did sort of do it there, and it was very, very, very annoying at the fact that I did it, because it was then saved by the keeper, and it would have been our first hat-trick in world football of our career, which is, again, would have been a nice thing to have. But unfortunately, we're going to still have to wait for that to happen, as Kieran Agrad came on for us, and he would get himself on the score sheet literally 2 minutes after coming on. Into the 90th minute of the game, flicks on a near post header into the back of the net over the goalkeeper. And Kieran Agrad, guys, since we went on injury, has been the one who has replaced us. So him coming on and literally scoring 2 minutes into this game put a little bit more pressure on me, because I was thinking if I don't perform well in the next game, I could be dropped for Kieran Agrad. He literally came on and scored. So if he can do that in literally 2 minutes, imagine what he could do over a 90-minute period if he was playing that well throughout the games. But nice to see ourselves get a third goal and keep a clean sheet in this one, as we look to get the 3 points, unless somehow magically Peterborough scored 3 goals in the last, literally minute of the game, which would have been frustrating if it did happen, because it would have just been crazy. But it obviously didn't, and we picked up the 3 points here for literally, I think, the 3rd time in this series, which is, again, very, very frustrating. We haven't managed to win very many games during this series, but hopefully this is a sign of better things to come, as we got ourselves 2 goals on the score sheet. There you go, shots 3, goals 2. The 3rd shot obviously was the spot kick that we managed to miss somehow, which is very, very annoying. But didn't matter, because we got the 3 points. So I got the 2 goals that I was looking for here, and I did say a few episodes ago that I'd be willing to drop some of my own goals to get some performances on the board for the team. Thankfully, I didn't have to do that at all today, because I managed to get 2 goals for myself, and we managed to pick up the 3 points as well, which is even better. As you can see there, 5 shots, 4 on target, 3 of those ending up in the back of the net. Peterborough didn't have a shot in the entire game, though, which is very, very annoying to see. The fact that AI haven't managed to create something against us, and this time it's not me controlling the teams. If you see my Leeds United career modes, I do go on about the fact that AI have been a bit weak this early patch, but it has been patched FIFA, and it will be seeing the outcome of that in the coming few episodes when you see my gameplay, to see if they've patched the way that AI play and send them a bit more forward. But as you can see there, we are in the team of the week for the first time in this series. We managed to make it into the best 11 of the week with alongside Jermaine Beckford and a few other names in there for us. That's nice to see as well, the fact that we were given recognition for our performances here on loan at MK Dons with those 2 goals. Very, very nice to see the fact that we were able to do that and get ourselves into the team of the week. So nice to see the fact that we were given some recognition for the 2 goals we scored in that last game. As you can see here, though, we took on Bradford. This game was going to be interesting, because I do rate Bradford as a League One side. I think they're one of the better League One sides in this division. I have actually been to Bradford's ground as well. It's actually not a bad ground, and I did enjoy my time there. But I would say as well, Bradford are the sort of team that I don't sort of like in real life. And if you don't know why, it's because a few years ago I remember watching Bradford. They knocked Arsenal out of the League Cup, and then ended up getting through to the final, in which they got absolutely battered by Swansea in the end. But this was around the time Arsenal weren't winning trophies, so it was so annoying to see the fact that they'd been knocked out by Bradford on penalties. Bradford then got to the final and got smashed anyway. So if it had been different, maybe Arsenal would have managed to get themselves a trophy very, very early on. Obviously, since then, they've won 2 FA Cups and have managed to win 2 Community Shields. If you count the Community Shields, I don't really count them in all honesty. But yeah, enough about that. As Bradford had the first chance, you saw there, it just going past the post. As you can see, though, the tackle was made on me as I managed to burst into the box. And yes, again, we are injured. This is an absolute joke now. We got injured a few episodes ago. It might have even been last episode. We were out for such a long time. We then made the run into the box here. Kieran Agrad came on for me after I had to come off with that injury. So I spent the time in the back room getting stitched up or getting assessed, and then I came back out to watch the final rest of the game, as you can see here, with watching the rest of the match play out, just to see what happened in the game. And as you can see here, first chance fell our way, our first chance, and it was very, very poor in the end by my teammate, sending his shot wide of the post. But in the back of my mind, I was sort of thinking to myself, please don't be out for a long time, because if you're out for a long time again, I'm going to miss so much of the season yet again. As Kieran Agrad involved in the build-up here, gets into a very nice position. It's a slight call of offside there, but it wasn't given. And Kieran Agrad, after coming on for me, slots home to make it Bradford City 0, MK Dons 1. So, I did mention, if Kieran Agrad keeps scoring the way he is, we might be in a bit of danger here to not get back in the side if he keeps performing the way he is. And he scored here, literally after coming on off the bench again for us. He's managed to put the ball in the back of the net for MK Dons as they look to search for the second win of this episode. And it would be very nice if they could get that. But unfortunately, it would be without us if they did manage to pick up that win, as Kieran Agrad got his 4th goal in League One. He's on the same amount as me at this current moment in time. But with that injury, we could be out for a while. So depending on how long that injury is, we could be coming back and he could be hitting the double figures in terms of his goals. As we did have another chance here at the 61st minute of the game. A free kick on the edge of the box, which I think Ed Upson took. He takes the strike on, but it's very, very weak and straight in the keeper's hands, which is, again, not a very good effort, I have to say, by my teammate. 89th minute of the game, I'm thinking here that Bradford were going to steal something out of it when they send a long ball forward. Get into a good position here, I have to say. The cutback is so well played, but the strike was not so well played as it went straight at the MK Dons goalkeeper, my goalkeeper in net, and he managed to save us the embarrassment of conceding another late goal in which we wouldn't have managed to get 3 points. But thankfully, it didn't happen, and we did pick up the 3 points. As you can see there, though, we only got 6.1 match rate, and most of that was down to the fact that we were injured. 4 shots for us, 2 shots for, 4 shots for them, sorry, 2 shots for us, both with 2 on target, but we managed to score the all-important goal, and that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what sort of stats are in the match stats, all that matters is that the stat that involves goals, and that's the one that wins you games at the end of the day. So, you're going to see now coming up how long we are currently out for, and I did not know what to do here, because as you can see here, December 31st, meaning we're in the January transfer window after this date. Now, do you guys want me to sim the games, or do you want me to sort of just like go into the calendar and quick sim them and just show you exactly what happened? Because it makes more sense for me to do that. As you can see, we're out for 2 months, which is so annoying. I just sort of thought to myself, please don't be out for long, but 2 months, we're going to miss 2 months of football here at MK Dons. We're definitely not going to hit the 16 goals that I was looking for now, which is going to be so frustrating because I'm going to go back to Hull as an injury-prone striker, which I suppose makes the series a little bit more interesting, but at the same time, just when we're hitting good form, we're now picking up injuries, which is so annoying. But we are coming towards the end of this episode. If you have enjoyed, don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you all so much for the support you're showing on my channel. And well, thank you all so much for watching, but I'm out. Adios.